reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, yeah, I guess.
We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. To the air, it's Brooks. Close to the tight end. The catch is made down the middle. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great compliment to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made on the right side. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I love watching the speed of this defense. This time doing a good job of reading their keys. They saw the guard pull, shot through the A-gap, used their speed and instincts to blow this play up.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Brooks. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Touchdown, Tigers, as they cleanly lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. action. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And this one is caught. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. The Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Looking for the wideout. Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route. Tackle made at the 31. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
And that is a quarterback's best friend. Opportunity to find that open tight end. He takes a big hit, but holds on to the football to show that strength and awareness for a nice 1st down.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Receiver in motion now. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Of course they're going to pick up the 1st down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka, Tyro Wheatley, and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The Wolverines trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Michigan. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes in knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into the tight window. He can go. Touchdown, Wolverines. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. They now
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To the air, it's Brooks. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. He's going to take off here.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. I'd rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made in space. Look out. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Breaks into open space. That's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. LSU now operating in the red zone. Scanning the field. It's Brooks. Looking to the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, LSU. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. A little bit of my turn and your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Nowhere to run, but corralling for no gain.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Looking to pass here on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. The Wolverines will crank up the tempo.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quick pass, the catch is made. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
And the Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking to throw here. He's running out of time here. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Back to throw again. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Gets rid of it on the move.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
To throw, it's Brooks. This time, a completion. Tackle made after a solid game to spot the ball for 31.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
One team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Of the half. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looking right, this one caught. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. They make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, that's going to cost you.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, well, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw, testing the middle. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Single back, takes the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
First down here for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Brooks. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He stopped him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw over the middle. And this pass is on target. Caught. Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball still right there at the 2. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Back to throw. It's Brooks. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
Oh, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. First half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking deep downfield with the left. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. First down. Looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. The Wolverines looking to run some tempo here.
God, I love to see a quarterback willing to put his life on the line for his teammates. What a job here of picking up the first down, taking that big hit, and going right back to the huddle. You can see his teammates patting him on the back.
And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
The quarterback here, I think, makes a mistake. He's got the time and the space to put a little bit more air under the ball, but instead he rushed it with a bullet pass, and it falls short. This is where poise separates the good quarterbacks from the great.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. And the Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. Looking for his big tight end. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Could take it all the way. He's at the 50. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And there's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the second down play. Looking to throw. It's Brooks. And the completion made. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Handoff to the single back. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Ball is incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught. He's wide open. Look out.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
To throw, it's Brooks. Touchdown, Tigers! This offense really clicking. Well, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far tonight.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Michigan offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, LSU. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. It's caught on the crossing pattern. The junior brought down after making a great catch. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back, fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to chuck it again. Defense is coming after him. Hits the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Michigan. No chance to catch him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Brooks. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Handoff to the back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Let's it fly to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag brings up 3rd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Able to recover his own fumble and get 1st down yardage.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier side, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
They're going to run it here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Brooks. He escapes the pocket. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Stop for no gain. Defense very stubborn here down near the goal line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. Looking to pass this time. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the move now. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up. half so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's an out route. The catch made. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
He makes the grab. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Looking to throw yet again. Bringing pressure. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22. And the Wolverines looking to keep this drive rolling.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Now he's bringing it back. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. They stretch the lead and get a lot closer to that spot in the national championship game.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Michigan offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. They misfire in first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. Wolverines will come to the line to run the hurry up.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. The Wolverines looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Coach makes the decision to go for a two-point conversion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And that pass falls incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
On the hands team, all open. Football comes out. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Play action here on first down. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
My gosh, Chris, it's been a rough night for this offense and this poor quarterback. Took a shot there as he released the ball, and the defense is just teeing off on him here late, these obvious drop-back situations.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Now, trailing by this much in the fourth quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play, and the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, and another incompletion.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Just when it looked like they might make this a one-score game, the quarterback gives it back to the defense. The climb just got steeper, and they're running out of time here in the fourth quarter.
Grinding away with their running game. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Back to throw. It's Brooks. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
LSU has moved into the red zone. We'll hand it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Can they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone? This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Enough to move the 6 there. Sets up 1st and goal at the 7.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
And it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Looking for a receiver. Bites into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He'll hand it off. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the start.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game.